I've actually lost £7,000 on this project. Really, really unique. We've never been a part of something like this before. We're in excess of 125,000 on the refurb. The rear elevation is 4 stories high. This was about 6 foot high of weeds and nettles, the whole place. We actually found a kid's climbing frame underneath the rubble.
Alright, so today we're up in the northeast, we're in Newcastle. We're meeting with Ross from Orrock Properties at his latest flip project. He turned the butcher's house into a 5-bed family home. So we're gonna go inside now and meet Ross himself. How's it going, mate? Nice to meet you.
Come on in.
So we're with Ross now. Thanks for inviting us down. So tell us a bit about yourself and what it is you do.
Yeah, so my name's Ross Orrock. I have a sourcing company and a lettings agency up here in the northeast. And what we do is we look after investors from end to end. So we'll source them a property, we'll look after them through any refurbishment works, and then we'll let the property on the back end.
So let's go for a tour on the property then.
Let's do it.
So if you're able to tell us a bit about this property, what went into it, what style of property it is.
So this is actually a flip project. This was purchased for 125,000. We've spent 125,000 and it's going on sale for 330. We are actually hoping for 350, but we're going to see how it goes. But this was actually a derelict building. It was sat empty for more than 10 years. A real eyesore in the community.
So we're in quite a large room here. What room is this one?
Yeah, so this is the master bedroom with its own ensuite. Clearly it's got the absolutely stunning views over the countryside there. We feel like this is going to be one of the main selling features of the property.
And you said there's 5 bedrooms within this whole property. How many is per floor?
5, yeah, so 5 bedrooms. We've got 3 on this top floor, and we've got a further 2 bedrooms on the ground floor. It's got a bedroom in here.
And the whole property is done to quite a high standard. Is that the standard you're going for, or is it better than you expected?
No, that was intentional. So we went for a higher standard, trying to achieve maximum value on the resale.
So what is the setup we have with this? What is this room for? And there's obviously a bathroom next to it, and it's sort of like a kitchen style room the next bit. What is it?
Yeah, of course, yeah. So the client actually decided on this. We've went for a Jack and Jill arrangement. So you've got a bedroom here with a door into just like a WC, but then that also feeds into the utility space.
So with this sort of property, as we arrived outside, it sort of gives the Harry Potter vibe. Outside it's quite a small property. When you get inside, 4 floors, it's just a massive property.
Yeah, this is really, really unique. We've never been a part of something like this before. Over 4 floors, we've got the fantastic views over the countryside. We've decided to go for render on the exterior, and of course, brand new roof. We've taken the chimney off. We've went the full 9 yards. We've even landscaped the garden to the rear as well.
We'll go take a look at that later on. So how did you find this sort of deal or the property itself?
It's actually on market, believe it or not. I think a lot of people were put off by the condition. Obviously, with it being in terrible condition and it's such a huge project, we're in excess of 125,000 on the refurb, and I think that's what put people off.
I think for yourself, though, obviously makes sense because you deal with a lot of investment properties. So to other people, for more of like a family home, put them off. Obviously, for you, though, it's more like a gold mine property.
Exactly that. Yeah, we knew we could add value. We knew it would have the wow factor. It's detached. It's on a nice plot of land. And clearly the views, obviously the views are the main selling feature of this property. Yeah,
coming down the road as well, we're trying to find the actual property. We're driving up and down the road because obviously we're trying to find the property itself. I noticed this one because it stood out, because obviously by itself, it's nearly done as well. So that's what stood out to us. Now, throughout this massive property, what is your favourite room in the property?
I'd definitely say it was the kitchen.
Well, I've had the kitchens in the basements. That's kind of weird for a kitchen.
It is, let me show you.
So did you guys fit these stairs yourself, or?
Yeah, brand new stairs. The property's had a full rewire, a full replumb. Everything you see is brand new.
Very high spec kitchen. We have the colour matches the property very well.
It is. We went for like an integrated system here, so that the American style fridge freezer is going to slide in there. Double ovens. Yeah, high gloss integrated handles.
So did you face any problems installing the kitchen or with the kitchen or the property as a whole?
We have had problems on this project. We've had lots of problems to overcome. I think the main one being the landscaper. To cut a long story short, I've actually lost £7,000 on this project. And,
wow.
Even though I've been involved in this project for about 12 months from end to end, I've made absolutely no money. And it's because I got ripped off by a landscaper. Just goes to show that you need to pick your trades very carefully.
Yeah, you do. So what other problems have you faced, obviously, apart from maybe tradies and all that kind of stuff?
So another issue that we faced, of course, is that the property's on a hillside. So this really steep gradient has caused us a lot of problems. We've had to cut down steel platforms and then have really heavy sort of steel girdles sent up the hill. Same for the landscaping. The landscaping's been very difficult. All of the waste has had to come back up the hill. Yeah. And another problem we had, of course, out the rear, you'll see the rear elevation's 4 stories high. So we've had to have a huge amount of scaffolding on site for all of the repointing. So that's been a challenge as well.
So what's this room through here then?
Yeah, so this is actually the last floor in the property. This is the 4th level. It's going to be used as like a snug / dining space. We've got the TV port on the wall there ready to be hung. And yeah, another nice open window here for the views. And we've actually built out a decked veranda as well, again, just to take advantage of the views.
For this area, is this style of property common, or is like more terrace houses around this area? So is this like more of a unique property for someone to look at?
Absolutely. So if you look along the properties on the same row here, none of them look like this. You know, a lot of them are bungalows or 1 or 2 stories. This is very unique across 4 stories.
So the area itself, would you say it's more affluent area? Is it more just like a calm village maybe? What sort of area is this?
Do you know what? It's a really good question. We actually target the more affluent areas for flip projects.
Yeah.
If you're in, for example, a low income area, we find that there's always a ceiling price. They don't perform very well as flips. Okay. So this is definitely in a more affluent area. And like I say, we're looking for an end value of approximately 350k.
I think you should go take a look outside as well. So also you can see the 4 stories you were talking about.
Yeah, of course.
A very spacious garden as well.
It is, yeah. Obviously, we've got to cut back the trees there and get the turf trimmed back as well. However, you can really see the extent of the views here, and I think the decked veranda was a no-brainer.
It's a good touch. And with the trees, you said you're cutting them back. Is that by a certain amount? Is that to like maybe make the view a bit larger from the garden, or is it just obviously because they're in the way?
No, so we want to take in the views, but we also want the privacy from next door. So we're going to take them to 8 foot.
Okay.
And that's going to achieve both things. But as you look up here as well, you'll notice like the extent of the rear elevation here. So you've got the 4 stories. So we've had to have scaffolding up here, the full height, everything's been repointed, ready for sale.
Yeah, because from the inside of the property, it feels like, you know, the stairs, as you go upstairs, like different levels. From the outside, it's actually just one large property.
Yeah.
Probably looks the best on the street as well, especially from the people that live far away. It's one that you'll see from quite far.
It is, yeah. I think we really got to grips with the extent of the job after the drone footage. Yeah. And we flew the drone and realised how big this thing was.
So you said this deck is new, and as it was an old butcher's shop, what was here previously?
This was about 6 foot high of weeds and nettles, the whole place. We actually found a kid's climbing frame underneath the rubble.
And with this design, where did the design come from, or the idea for it? Was that maybe you, or maybe the architects around it?
Well, we actually had a landscaper attached to the project initially, who came up with the design. Unfortunately, you know, he ripped me off, he ran off with £7,000 of the client's money. So the new guy that came in essentially just came in, built the decking as we planned. Obviously, we've boxed off the side profiles as well. Got a brand new fence in, and a small sort of patio area as well.
And would you plan to be on the sides of the property?
Yeah, we're just going to clear them out and just have a walkway for access.
Okay, no worries. I think we should go back inside because it's freezing cold out here.
Let's do it.
Shout out to Crocs, made this all possible. 4 hours of driving. So you told us you have a few more client projects. What are these projects?
So we've got a BRR to buy to let not far from here. We've also got a social housing HMO. Do you want to come check them out?
Yeah, 100%.
Let's do it.